Yes, people, welcome to Never a Five. You ain't been there before. First thing you should do is like the video and also subscribe as well. And you can also check out everyone's channels in their name tags. You can put that on YouTube, screenshot at the start. And then after this, you can skip it a little bit. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be some mayhem talk. We've got a City fan on in Max. We've got an Arsenal fan on in Egal. And then we've got someone to, stir the pot in man like George, isn't it?
I'm the only 3-point collector today, so I feel like I should actually be at the top. I don't know what's going on, Cass. Like, I'm the only team that collected 3 points. Put me in my rightful position. Put me in my rightful position up top. Let's have it right.
Nah, we haven't played yet. What are you doing?
That's the point. That is
let him have it. Let him have it, bro.
And wait, there is someone that has played. There is someone that has played. Maybe they should be down the bottom in the middle because that's all they are. That they even, as bad as our season has started and we haven't been that well, they still sit below us in the table, and that shows you the level of a certain club over here. In it, that's all I'm gonna say, because everyone's been cooking us, but they've been going flying under the radar.
So,
but we're gonna talk about it. I wish D was here. I wish D was here because D would be doing a sensational cooking right now. But do you know what?
Wait, hold your breath on that one.
Yeah, that's a good shot. That's a good shot.
That's a good shot because he said, "Oh, I need to be on one of your shows on Sunday." I'm like, and he was saying a madness about this, that, and ever.
I was there. That was last week. Yeah.
You haven't got one at Selhurst Park in how long?
Nah, it's been a minute. Still, it's been a minute. But I got told a few years isn't. I got told in it a few years is nothing in it by a month. So
no, but yo, George, your players are trusting you guys, so it's like you should be happy. Of course, but let's not get carried away now. Let's not get carried away.
I'm not getting carried away. I'm not getting carried away. I'm just. I want to be in my rightful place up top. 3-point collectors, because far too often this season I've been at the bottom, and I feel like I should. Let me get my plaudits today. I got my 3 points.
Oh, for Brentford.
Tottenham get their flowers. You won the game, but let's not act like
you didn't play horribly.
Let's not act like the scoreline was flattering.
What?
You played horrible. I'm not going to.
The scoreline was flattering.
No, you guys didn't watch the game.
Should have been sent off.
No.
You guys being serious?
Your goalkeeper
you should have been sent off. Okay, Egal. So this where you're wrong. Look at the rules of the actual game. He did it where he did the handball. It wasn't a goal scoring opportunity. It would have been an indirect free kick and a yellow card if they did pull it back. But you can't do a VAR for that decision because it didn't impact the game. He just flapped it, and they have to go with the original decision of which the referee did. And the referee couldn't even give a red, even if he wanted to. So it's not a red card for one. And if you did watch the game, we battered Brentford. They scored it from the first minute. A really good goal, really well worked. Great finish from Mbeumo. Can't take anything away from them. Done the same thing to City last week. Mike's already knows what it is. Yeah. And then, bro, if you watch the game, if you didn't, you see the highlights, cool. I'm going to say it looked like Brentford were in the game. We battered them, bro. We were literally in their box posted. That's the second game of the season.
One thing you have to realize,
where a team has had the most touches in our opposition box against Brentford. I think it was 67 touches we had in their box. We were all over them, bro. Kulusevski sourcing yesterday. Did you even see Brennan Johnson's finish? I'm onto this guy, but did you see his finish yesterday? Yeah, come on, bro. We cleaned Brentford out. It was good business. We can't act like they should have won the game or anything like that. We got our 3 points. It's our best performance of the season. Come on,
bro. I'm just gonna sit here and say yes. I didn't watch the game. I watched Match of the Day. But when it comes to from looking at what Tottenham have done this season, if I'm not mistaken, they had all the possession, a bunch of shots versus Newcastle, ended up losing. Similar thing versus Arsenal, ended up losing. Brentford went to the game knowing their game plan was not to come there and try to dominate. They can't. You guys are a better team. So what do? They try to suffer and try to nick a win. They had a chance in the 68th minute. They had a chance to equalize, go 2-2. They didn't capitalize. They had 2 chances, if I'm not mistaken, in the second half where they could have capitalized. But Neither of those went off.
But every team has a chance in a game. Let's not do that. You acting like
I'm just saying
3-1.
I'm just saying 3-1 is a little bit
3-1 was flattering for them because if you saw the amount of chances that we had and the amount of times that we threw on goal, Son took it round the goalkeeper. Son took it round the goalkeeper, passed it back. Brennan Johnson had 6 shots yesterday. That's more than the whole Brentford team. He scored one good finish and he missed all the other good chances. And that's why people are so frustrated with him because he'll do one thing good and the rest of his game is poor.
I'm talking about the header from the corner.
And it was a good save. That was a great save. So you can't. It's a chance, but he shouldn't have scored it. It was a great save.
From everything you're saying, I'm not disputing you. I'm saying you guys won the game. You guys did good. You guys are back in winning ways. Solanke scored. Johnson scored. Madison scored.
The difference is no, Egal, but the difference is from this game to the other games.
I'm actually picking up your team. I'm not putting down your team. I'm saying Solanke scored, Johnson scored, Madison scored. 3 players that needed confidence. They're on the goal sheet. You guys won the game convincingly. You're at home. You shut up a lot of the people who are criticizing you guys. Brentford's a decent side, but let's not act like even though you won the game, the scoreline is a little bit flattering. That's all I'm saying.
It's not though. That's the thing. You didn't watch the game. I promise you, if you watched the game,
it's George. 55 minutes. Brentford were good. After that, the quality.
They wasn't though.
Brentford were good for Brentford. Do you know what I mean? For Brentford.
No, but if you watch the game, similarly to the other games, Tottenham were dominating. But the difference is on this game is we actually had a lot of opportunities. We were cutting through their back line. They wasn't stopping us from breaking through. We was missing chances. Yes, same old Tottenham. Our attack's gonna miss chances. But the difference is we were breaking through. We're getting clear-cut opportunities, and we did finish those chances this game. Dom Solanke was playing good. Madison was playing good. And the biggest difference is that if you because you didn't watch the game, the one thing you didn't know is there was tactical tweaks and show that he could change the system. The way he had Madison playing out on the left-hand side, he had Sonny coming in the middle, Udogie not really pushing up far too much into the middle and not playing the inverted role as so much. So, and just showing tactical tweaks to the system. He's showing that he can change the game and make our players play differently in order for us to, beat teams and set up in different ways. So I was impressed with the performance. Dom Solanke again causing problems. So I don't think we can sit here and say that Brentford deserved to win the game or deserved to get any praise.
No, I never said Brentford deserved to win the game. I'm just simply saying Brentford were in the game up until 68 minutes. Second half, you guys slowed down offensively. You guys were not attacking as much as you were in the first half. First half, that was the biggest attacking clinic you guys put on this season, even more than Everton. I think that first half performance, you had way more shots and created chances than you did in any game so far.
Yeah, you know what though? This is all great. But let's not act like Spurs ain't coming to Old Trafford. Like, who gives a shit?
I was just saying, all of this team for Brentford is mad.
They've beaten you big before at Old Trafford. That's the thing.
What, when there's no fans in the stadium, when there's no pressure?
Old Trafford, you think I'm scared of Old Trafford? Come on now.
Wait, hold on.
Cass.
During lockdown, it don't matter. I don't give a shit what happened during lockdown. When there's no fans, it's a whole different game, and we got battered that time, and it's cool with it. But every other time, like when there's actually fans, they don't do nothing, bro. Like, I'm not being funny, Jules. I'm not scared of your team at all. Your front line don't give a shit.
You don't need to be scared of my team.
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared of your team. We watched your team yesterday break down. We watched your team break down Crystal Palace time and time again in the first half.
Yeah, we didn't score.
Get sat on your bum. Get sat on your bums. They showed you well gone. You brought all these new subs, all these new players. As I told you, Daniel, what's his name? Agati. I told you he's a fancy Højbjerg, bro. Nothing special. Come on the pitch with no contribution.
He didn't do nothing.
You're right.
Yes, he did contribute.
Nothing of note. Nothing of noteworthy contribution. You was poor yesterday. Manchester United are not a team to fear. You have Garnacho.
I need to call both of you guys out.
Garnacho and Diallo, yeah. 2 decent guys, but whenever they get in front of the goal, they can't bury it. They have not got the cojones, bro.
So one second. Both of you guys need to be called out right now. Stop talking about fear, because let's be honest, neither of your teams are teams that people are going to fear. But do you guys fear your own team losing the game?
No.
Really?
No,
I said from weeks ago, I'm looking forward to them.
You know what's cheeky? You know what's cheeky about this year? When people say they watch the game and they don't watch the game. Man United were fine until the 70th minute, until subs went off. Until the subs went. It was fine. It was the first half. We had a good first half. One sec. The first half was way more dominating, of course. But like I said, you don't expect to go somewhere like Man United and dominate the whole game from minute 0 to 90. But there was a clear, evident drop off when Xerxes came off and Ahmad, especially when Ahmad come off. That was the final straw for me. Agate did come on and contribute because guess what? He's not known to get assists and goals, brother. We kept our clean sheet in it. That's so he contributed. So on that note,
bro,
they should have scored. And Ketia had a chance. Eze had a chance.
No. Let's get one thing straight. Yeah, Martinez slipped when I'm running back. That was easy. And also on the edge of the I don't know. I don't really care. But anyways, like I could say, we could have got a penalty in it for them the double handball thing. But I said, you know what? I think that's a little bit soft in it for me because it was
Dean Henderson revenge.
The guy headed his own player headed the ball onto his arm. I said, if we get given that and we win by a penalty, I don't like that. We get 3 points, don't go and go to the next game, but I don't like that because this manager needs to convince me that on that pitch he can get these players scoring.
Bro, it's early in the season. You just need to win, Kaz.
No. This season's about my performances. You go get me my points that I need to.
Not this early in the season. These players haven't even gelled yet.
Anyways, and
like
also
to me.
Also, by the way,
what do you mean? You're Mr. City start late. I mean, City start. What do you call it? Shit to begin the season.
I will start with you. And lastly, on the Agati thing, if you see at the edge of the box, man actually clattered into him. I think it was Eze as well, and man fell over, which should have been a foul. Anyways, so that's why I don't actually care too much. Anana saved us with that double save.
What?
That's all we had to win. That's all we had to really worry about.
I'll give
that was a great save.
I'm not gonna lie.
If it wasn't for Eze,
we got man like Egal absolutely clapping cheeks, yeah, like no Diddy, yeah, for Raya about his double save, yeah, but man won't do the thing for when Keller made that
to be fair, Raya's one was way better, man. Come on,
Anana's one was way better. Anana's one was way
First
better.
of all,
they're both as good.
You need to chill with those wild references. Too much random talking crazy nowadays. I seen a whole podcast talking about crazy references. We need to chill with the references.
We still got the
next. David Raya's double save was not a joke, bro. The man literally had the chances of saving that out of 100% was like 3%. To get up that quickly and to save it. Crazy. Now the goalkeeper. You could have said the player had an opportunity to shoot it in the near post. He didn't. He shot it straight across. He thought the goalkeeper was on his ass near the friggin' near the friggin' post. Luckily he got up. But Kaz, all I'm saying is you guys were the better team versus Crystal Palace. You should have buried them. You didn't. And I think it's because Crystal Palace knew the only way they were gonna get anything from this game was just keep it close, and that's what they did. Away from home, Manchester United struggled. Henderson revenge game. He said, you know what? You guys got rid of me. This is my revenge game. I'm playing my former team. I'm playing a former manager who didn't want me. Let's fucking go. And you know what he did? 7 saves on your head top. You didn't play bad. They played good.
Look. For me, it's not enough right now. But I'm just going to say this. See what I mean about the Raya stuff, George? It took one little comment and man's doing a tangent. But like I said, we don't need to do comparison. By the way, to the chat, if I want to say no Diddy and Diddy stuff, I'm gonna do it, bro. Don't do it. I'm saying I'm gonna do it regardless. So, anyways, long story
I'm just saying some of the references I've been hearing is crazy.
Oh yeah, but you should know this. You should know how this channel goes. We do the references. If you don't want to take it personally, I don't care.
Anyways, no one's taking nothing personally, bro.
Yellow card, man. Yellow card in there, man.
Yeah, man.
All I'm saying is Crystal Palace, bro.
These man want to do people want to do the moral thing when it suits them and how it suits their mood, man. But when it's all jokey time, it's all good, isn't it? Yeah,
bro, there's not a war, bro. Kaz, it's good. Move on. It's all good, bro.
Isn't it, man? Getting dominated, no Diddy. But what's it called?
Like you Crystal Palace and didn't finish your dinner.
Bro. As long as last time I checked, we'll see about it.
Can we talk about Rashford's performance then? Because that's another guy you didn't actually mention.
That's what you called Tottenham last week. All foreplay, no penetration.
Yeah. I said we put on our best Tottenham impression. Bare foreplay, no lube. All the lube was at Diddy's house. So basically, he took all of that.
1,000 oil bottles.
So, bro, on that notice, we just couldn't finish our dinner. It is what it is. It's fine. You know what?
We'll see next game.
It's not fine, bro.
No,
because fine,
bro. It's not fine. It's not fine because you keep saying it's fine, and
it's fine.
And you laugh at my team. You laugh at my team for my results this season, but you're below us in the table so far this season. We're playing next week. Old Trafford settings. We're coming to your gaff. And we're coming to stomp all over. I guarantee you, at the end of the game, are you gonna let Brennan Johnson walk around with his socks out? Are you gonna let him walk around Old Trafford with his socks
He's
out?
taking his shoes off.
He's Brennan Johnson, yeah. 2 games of deactivation, 2 goals. 2 goals. He's doing his thing, you know. BJ, you know.
Big pause. What the fuck is going on today?
Like I said, references when it suits them. But I'm just saying this, Brennan Johnson. Bro, first and foremost, when it comes to my fullbacks, yeah, I'm more than fine for what it is right now, innit? Daloa Mazraoui, yeah. Mazraoui, when I tell you, Brennan Johnson.
He's a baller, bro.
Son, there needs to be a conversation about Son as well, man. Like, but anyways, another time.
Had a good game. We're not
it was all right. It was all right. Let's be honest. He was
2
okay.
assists. He was creating time in and time out. As I said, his role was adjusted in this game. He wasn't really playing as a touchline left winger. And you can laugh at it as all you want, but as I said, Rashford. Let's talk about Rashford. That was someone like, come on, you said come off and you started playing bad. No. Yes, that is in line with Rashford coming and playing in the 10 and playing in the 9. Didn't do nothing, absolutely nothing on the pitch. And then when he got shifted out on the left, absolutely nothing again. He's not a touchline winger. He's not a 9. But all he can do is play against man like Barnsley and bang a goal or 2.
Yeah, but it
show that he can finish because he puts 99 shot power into it. He's meaty, dead ball. And when he comes up against a decent of defense like Crystal Palace, he shows himself out to be a nothing player.
Well, I'll defend Rashford on this instance, innit? Yeah, I think it's quite evident when Rashford doesn't have a focal point, up front to really bounce off of, or even just because he's not going to be the guy that's going to get you up the pitch like mad and hold on to the ball like Ahmad would. He had to do it for himself, and when he came off, Ahmad also pretty much came off, and it was pretty much a gamble, gung ho kind of situation when Højlund was on with his baggy touch. But other than that, I didn't expect much after that. It was a gamble. I was on the stream. I don't expect much to come from Rashford. I'll be real. And I don't mind it. You know what? He needs to manage minutes. It's probably true. It's the first time I see Ten Hag talking about rotation and minutes, because last time I checked, Manu and all these men get overplayed too much. Rashford could have made a difference in the situation, and he didn't. It is ways. I put that down to the manager, not Rashford himself, the manager. He's the one that decided to put that front three and assemble it how he wanted to.
Done anything more yesterday? I think
no.
In
the for the first 70 minutes, I'll put it down to the players for not finishing their dinner. But he made the tactical tweaks or personnel tweaks to try to get the game to where it needed to be in terms of winning. He gambled it. It didn't work, and it evidently changed the game in all aspects: possession, shots, chance creation. That ultimately that comes down to the staff. And
how are you going to start to beat us? What team are you going to start to beat us? That's what I need to know, Cass, because you're talking about set up this, set up that.
No, but he's right, though. He's right, though. They should have never took Xerxes off. The moment they took Xerxes off, the game changed, and he's right. Same way. When we see teams dominating, they make a substitution and they continue to improve. His changes made their team worse. So he's 100% right to call it out. It's not what do you call it, copium or anything like that. The manager made a mistake.
I think.
Why did he drop Rashford though? Because I thought he just got his confidence back, and he killed it just like that.
I don't think he's killed it. I think he's managed his minutes. Rashford was okay with it as well. We got to remember we're playing Thursday, Sunday, which I'm pretty sure Angie's gonna be talking about soon as well. Like the amount of games that will build up throughout that league phase. Now you're gonna have to rotate people. Brennan Johnson can't come on all the time and save the day. I actually like what Brennan Johnson. He's a great response from him, by the way. Like he can come back and getting a goal or two, Coventry and that, bro. Yeah, bro. I don't. No. I'm not doing that because, bro. He got abused on the mad one. I hear it in it. Look, some people can take it, pause, some people can't. And it's wrong anyways that they have to go through something like that. But Rashford, you've got FC 20 on Thursday. You should go to that game and you should go bury some goals, get some more confidence out of that game because you're at Old Trafford. Rotate. You have to use your squad. What's the point of spending just under 600 million? I think it's 550 now altogether, roughly, or 560. And for a squad that you can't rotate. If you have to rely on a first 11 after 550 million spent, there is something wrong with you as a manager. So it's time to put the plaudits out. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. But if we're being honest now, my team, your team, and probably Egal's team, I think falls into this as well. Can't really afford to rotate in too many of these competitions because if you start rotating, the drop off is quite heavy. And we have to be honest now. Egal might be looking at it funny, he's stroking and all that, but Arsenal had a few players out for Atlanta, and we saw like he's not because you're sitting there like you're comfy, like I don't think the drop off is good. And I'm telling you now, I'm gonna have to put the pressure on and let you know, bro. Like the drop off is
one second, bro. We're using our bench right now. Do you not realize?
And guess what?
Moreno's out. Rice was out. We used our bench versus you.
You're not gonna count Moreno. You've never seen Moreno play for your team yet, so we're not gonna count him as a part of the improvement to your squad. We don't know what he offers in terms of an Arsenal playing in your team. But your team at the moment, the drop off from the first team to the second team, and if you start rotating too many players, the drop off's heavy. You can't afford to.
Why are we acting like this isn't the case?
I'm saying my team can't. I'm saying Man United can't, and I'm saying probably only Mike's team can.
One second. You're right, but why are we acting like this is not the same for every single team in the fucking league? You lose.
Not every team.
I said every team apart from, I said my team, Cass's team, your team, and apart from Mike's team can all agree. I'm not talking about every
even Man City. They lose Rodri. They lose Rodri for an extended period. They're gonna feel it. Everyone is gonna feel it. Stop making it seem like it's just one or two teams.
You can say that, but we still won majority of the games without him this season.
No, you didn't win any games without him last year.
No, we did. Okay, that's last year, but this year, this year, which obviously is more important.
Did you win one game with Rodri last season?
No, but I'm saying this year, where we started the league stronger than ever before.
Gal, how many goals have you scored in the open play this season? Let's talk about that, because clearly there's a drop off in your attack when there's no Odegaard, and there's no Odegaard, there's no Martinelli.
One second. We've only scored one set piece goal. We played Aston Villa away. We played Tottenham away. We played Brighton with 10 men. We played 4 games, bro.
To be fair, though, with no Rodri this season, they won. Let's get into that. Let's segue. It's a perfect segue into the Man City Arsenal game now. Anyways, by the way, we got Ches coming on, so be prepared for the weird, awkward questions. And the mouth.
Yeah, he's just gonna.
But before you do so, look, 700 people in here. There's 123 likes. Come on, people. Look, it takes 2 seconds. If you're hearing this as we speak, big up to all the people in the live comments as well that do like to talk, and people that don't like to talk. Big up yourselves too. But do smash the like buttons if you're on your TV, on your phones. You know, you can quickly exit the live chat if it's in the way. Smashing the like button goes a long way. And it also helps George's new channel that's there. Mike's when he does his content. And Egal, as always, every day posting. So, you know, like it means a lot. Like properly, like appreciate it. And if I get carried away with some comments, like my bad, innit? It's just my personality, innit? But actually, I don't apologize. But yeah, Man City versus Arsenal. It's D-Day. It's D-Day. I need someone to lose. I don't care who, but I need someone to lose. Either I need to be cussing Daps in that chair right next to me later on.
Not happening. It's not happening.
It needs to be a gal where I come on later on the vibes on the 6 and absolutely roast you, because I can't be the only. Either way, I'm winning today. I'm not the only one that's got.
You want to know something? There's no shame in it. There's no shame in either of our sides losing to each other. We're top teams.
No, I don't. I'm not taking that, bro. That's the difference in mentality. I can't accept a loss to Arsenal at home. It's embarrassing, bro. Because you lot haven't got an attack. Same way we couldn't score against Inter Milan. We got really close, but they kind of nullified our attack. I'm being honest. I think we're gonna learn from that and take our anger out on you. And we've got built up anger from last time we played you, where you didn't want to leave your house. I'm just saying, like, hey, bro, we're gonna put you to the sword, bro, and you're not leaving with any points.
Okay, so what?
I don't expect you to say anything.
One second. How many goals you scoring?
I said 3-1, bro. Convincingly 3-1.
So you think you're gonna score 3 goals today?
Yeah, of course.
I think that's kind of cocky and arrogant. You guys always say I'm cocky and arrogant. Is that not cocky and arrogant?
I think it's back.
You haven't scored against us. You haven't scored against us in 2 games last year.
Cocky.
What makes you think you're going to score 3 goals right now?
I think it's funny that
no. On a real George. For once, I'm asking you to be impartial.
No, I just want to. I'm being impartial because I've been impartial.
George,
what do you mean? I've rated Arsenal when I've rated
and arrogant.
But let's be honest here. I think it's quite funny that you think you could turn up to the Etihad with 2 Man City rejects in your attack in Sterling and Jesus in your front line. What are we doing here? You really think
something? By the way, they're not scoring today, bro.
Sterling and Jesus are on the bench. Maybe. 1 second. Sterling and Jesus are on the bench.
And do you know the funny thing is, your attack RGS rejects, bro. That's literally them. What are we doing here, bro? Raheem, Gabriel, Saka, bro. We already know where it is. They're dead.
Okay. Yeah. Nobody's sitting here criticizing our defense. But why is it when we talk about City, you guys are always bigging up their attack? No one's talking about their defense. Leaking goals, left, right, center. leaking goals. But you guys want to chat to us about our attack. I hear it. You want to criticize Arsenal because we haven't won trophies for 20 years. But when we're talking here, when we're talking football, let's talk football. Let's keep it real for a second. We're going to come there. We're going to play defensive. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Talk to me.
We're going to break you down, bro. We're going to break you down. I think the waves, there's going to be different attackers.
How are you going to score 3 goals? Bro. How are you going to come?
I think we're going to have to utilize it.
One second. Let me finish. How are you going to score 3 goals against a team that hasn't conceded 3 goals in 11 games away from home?
Bro, rules are always broken, bro. Do you know what year we're in? We're in 2024, bro. Do you know how many rules are getting broken every day? I'm just saying. Against the last team you played, Tottenham, I saw them. No. Against Tottenham, sorry, I saw the amount of space that they had on the flanks, bro. And you give that to a lot of other teams, they'll do way more with that. Who was Tottenham crossing the ball into? Solanke. Bro, I'm just saying, I think in the air, Haaland's gonna have a field day today, bro.
Okay, understand that's by design. That's by design. Because we know Tottenham were not going to beat us through the middle. So we gave them all the space out wide to kill themselves because they weren't creating enough chances from the wide areas. We have good 1v1 defenders on both wings. We have Timber on one side, we have Ben White on the other. If you think you're going to beat us in the wide channels and that's where you're going to beat us, we also have Saka and Martinelli doing a lot of dogged work recovering. On a real, bro, if you think the area of the pitch where you're going to beat us is the wings all day, I will take that. I will sign up to that match right now. Please give me a match where Savio, Grealish, Doku are the ones that are going to try to beat us. I dare you. I dare you guys to play 90 minutes. I dare you guys to play 90 minutes of football where you think Savio, Doku, Jack Grealish, and these guys on the wing are going to be the reason why you win. That's ridiculous.
That is going to be the reason.
Thank you.
Because the way we recycle possession, I'm not going to lie, there's not a better team that recycles possession than Man City, bro, from the wings.
And there's no better team with 1v1 defenders on the wings than Arsenal.
You can have your 1v1 defenders, but if they're not getting nowhere near the ball, what does it matter, bro?
It's not true, though. You're overhyping this now, Egal. Timber had a very good game against Brennan Johnson, one of the worst 1v1 dribblers in the Premier League on the wing. And Ben White was getting cooked on the left side, and he needed Saka to come back and defend him.
Brennan Johnson deactivated his Twitter and Instagram.
Let's not do that. So let's not do that. So let's not do that.
No, but bro, even you know.
Also, what we're not going to do is compare them.
Come on, you're lying.
We're not going to compare them.
You're trying to manipulate this humanity.
Doku, one of the best 1v1 dribblers in the league, he's going to be taking on Ben White. He's going to be getting cooked
on the planet,
left, right,
on the planet, bro.
You think he's going to be getting taken down to that byline? He's going to be slipping all over the place, falling on his face.
George, I'm telling you, you see.
I've seen Ben White get sent to the sunbed shop, bro. I've seen it. Why do you think he looks so bad?
He doesn't know what he's in for, bro.
Let me give everybody a life lesson. You can't have conversations with people who have agendas and don't want to have a real conversation. George, are we going to have a balanced conversation or do you want to just run agenda?
It's a balanced conversation. I'm literally, what do you mean? Ben White
so going back,
Ben White was shit last week.
Going back to what you said, did Brendan Johnson do anything against Timber?
What? Egal, you've got listening problems. You really do have listening problems. Bro, are you deaf? I literally said Brennan Johnson had a bad game against Timber. I said Timber looked good against a shit Brennan Johnson, one of the worst 1v1 dribblers in the league. Did you not hear that?
One of the most predictable. Everyone knows what he's going to do. He's going to take it round the outside with his right foot because he's got no left foot, bro. It's obvious.
Ben White got cooked. Okay. What did it lead to?
Yes, yeah. I'm confident in both of your fullbacks getting cooked, which will create opportunities for our
what did it lead to?
100%. It led to I don't know. They ain't got an attack like that. It's Tottenham, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not sitting here talking about Brendan Johnson. I'm not sitting here talking about Jack Grealish anymore. Let's just call a spade a spade. You guys, Erling Haaland gets stopped. Your attack is pretty much neutralized. Erling Haaland is your attack.
Not really, because I've seen games where we've used him as a distraction, bro. Because we got goals from, there's like 11 players on the pitch, bro. There's goals from everywhere, bro. This is Man City we're talking about. It's not Tottenham.
Erling Haaland? You guys want to talk about this season when it comes to Arsenal? So let's talk about your team when it comes to this season.
I'm not good from memory, but I know we've got goals, bro. We've got
how many goals?
Still. But obviously, Haaland's the focal point of our attack. That's what I'm saying. Have you seen what it was like when we didn't have Haaland? There was bare times on video.
1 second. Let's keep it consistent. Let's keep it consistent because when it comes to Arsenal, you guys stay on this season. You talk about this season. You talk about Odegaard missing. You talk about this season and how we've only scored 6 goals so far in the season. Erling Haaland has 9. Outside of Erling Haaland, how many other goals do you have this season scored? Do you know?
I have no clue from memory. Still,
It's 3.
Not from memory.
It's
but
3. It's 3. It's Kevin De Bruyne. It's Bernardo Silva, and it's what's it called? What's the other guy? Kovacic versus Chelsea. Those are the goals that you guys have scored.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So now outside,
you're trying to say we can't score without Haaland.
Outside of Erling Haaland, not many other people have chipped in yet.
No, but that's not really true. I think they've been in a position where they haven't needed anyone else to chip in because Haaland's killed off games so early. He's had 2-3 goals before what, an hour into the game. Once you're 2-0 up, 3-0 up in a position where Man City have been often in the games, the game's dead. They don't need to go out and score more goals. Haaland's dead at the game. They're not chasing games. So Haaland's finished off the game. Every team with a good striker is going to be like that. Their main striker is going to score the majority of their goals. When Harry Kane played for us, he scored 60-70% of our goals. Yes, if people said, "Oh, it's one-man team," it doesn't mean you're a one-man team. Your striker's doing what a striker's supposed to do: is score goals for the team and drag his team forward.
I'm going somewhere with this. If you hear me out, in the last 2 games we played them. If you want to go Arsenal versus Man City, we neutralize Erling Haaland. And in a game, if you neutralize Erling Haaland, where they have a lot of other goal threats in this Man City team, I'm not belittling them. They do have a lot of other quality players. But let's see if the rest of the team can beat us. If we stop Erling Haaland, I'm confident that we can also slow down the rest of the team.
Egal, I still don't think that's enough. I think you're forgetting the time where, similar to Rapunzel, he let down his hair and banged in a goal against you, bro. I think you're forgetting that as well. So
no,
it can still happen. He can still score. This is still Haaland. I don't mind how many years ago it is, bro.
We've massively improved
against you, bro.
One second, we've massively improved from that time. We're not going to be going gung-ho like we did at the Emirates that time, where he let down his hair. It's not the same thing. The last 2 times we played him, he's been put in a spliff, and he's been sent home with barely a shot. So I'm not sitting here saying Erling Haaland is going to be completely terrible against us. He might get a couple chances, but overall, I do believe if we can slow down, we slow down your whole attack.
I have to say, Egal, I agree with you there. There's definitely some questions of Haaland today. Will Haaland turn up? I think it's a big game where he needs to show that he's going to turn up against the big boys. Because I can't lie, I've been one of the guys. I've questioned him in the big games. He does score in big games. There has been some, like he hasn't scored in a cup final for you guys yet. And against Arsenal, again, one of you man's biggest opponents, you man rivals the past season or 2. He's not scored. He did a few seasons ago, but he didn't score in the last 2, like I said. So he needs to turn up in this game. It's his home ground. This is his stomping ground. He needs to score, and he needs to get that little struggle with Saliba. I think he needs to show Saliba, I'm the man. I'm the best striker. You ain't got nothing on me.
This is what I'm saying. George, the guy's mentality is like that. That's why I'm confident, because I know he feels like they might have one up on him right now. And he plays similar to 50 Cent. He's got a chip in his shoulder, bro. I know this guy. He's not gonna have it. He's not having it today, bro. Hey, listen. After the game, it's gonna be all fun and games for me, bro. I'm just saying it, girl. You're not leaving with nothing.
No, so you're saying the reason why he's gonna score is because he has a chip on his shoulder because he didn't score the last 2 games.
That's not the main reason.
Are you talking about Haaland?
Without that.
Are you talking about Haaland?
Yeah, Haaland, bro.
He's gonna have the mentality to go push him harder.
Haaland sees like the type. Do you have an actual chip on his shoulder? Yeah. And that's
exactly. He's still hungry. The guy bangs goals for fun, and he's still hungry, bro.
Don't you think Saliba and Gabriel are like, you know what, we got this guy's number? Because I think a lot of Premier League defenders go into games versus Erling Haaland and Man City, and they're already scared.
But that's the problem.
Like some teams are already defeated. Where Arsenal, we don't on a real, we don't fear you guys. Other teams.
That's the problem, Egal. That's a bit of a stretch, bro. Egal.
We respect them. One second. There's a difference between respect and fear. I think a lot of teams lower down the table, they genuinely fear Man City. Arsenal, we respect them. We're going to go there. We're going to play respectful, but it's not going to be a situation where we're going to be fearful of anybody. It's not going to be a situation where we're going to go into a 50-50 where we're going to get bodied. No, Madman's going to come and body Erling Haaland off the ball. That's how it is. On a real, bro. You guys think this is the same old Arsenal. We have not gone away from home to any top team in the last 2 years and been worried. I am confident under Mikel Arteta. I'm confident going away from home versus any top side because I know the way we set up, we're going to frustrate the life out of you.
I'm not going to lie, Egal. If you're that confident that you're not scared of us yet, why don't you leave your house? Why do you always stay in your box if you're not scared?
Because when you have a strength, you utilize it. You do not try to beat somebody with your weakness. Simple.
But when what makes you think you're going to score?
When you have a strength,
redundant attackers. It's so you're going to play for a 0-0 again. I see it, bro.
If your strength in fighting is using your hands, you're not going to grapple. If your strength in fighting is grappling, you're not going to use your hands.
We're using the fighting analogies, yeah.
In the same way, that's what we're going to use.
Best defense we've seen since sliced bread. Like your defense is good. It's not amazing. Like we've seen,
our defense, George,
time and time again.
Our defense right now is on pace since the back end of last season to better Chelsea's 15 goals.
Can I be honest?
You keep saying this. You do know. But you keep saying this. This defense still again isn't that amazing.
I have statistical facts.
Okay, I have a fact for you. You do know Pochettino's Tottenham team had a better defense than your defense did last season.
No, you don't.
We conceded 26.
Currently, we have the best away defense. 1 second. Currently, we have the best away defense.
I'm not hearing that away defenses. All these stupid stats mean nothing because at the end of the day, the season is played across 38 games. That's what I care about. And what I care about at the end of the day is you're playing.
And unfortunately, you guys.
No.
Go.
That's
what
I'm
going
to do. That's what you like.
You're going to try to get a result.
You're a lovely guy.
I'm going to tag you in, bro.
Support your team. What's it, George? We're going to do a Deji here. Egal, you support your team. You're a lovely guy. Come from Canada. So he support Arsenal. It's a really big club. You'll see you have a lot of respect for your club. But at the same time, no one gives a crap about your defense. I'm just saying it now. No one cares. Go in the league.
Why are we talking about it?
Because you're giving us. Let me show you some stats. No one cares.
We had the second most goals last season. You know,
no one wants to see stats.
We had the second most goals last season, George.
And Mike, don't want to see no stats. We
1 second, Ches.
We had the second most goals last season. Are you going to win today? Yes or no?
You did. And this season's
we're going to get a result. We're going to get a result.
Draw, yeah?
We're going to get a result.
Yeah, you're gonna play for a draw and get slapped.
We're gonna get a result. We're gonna get a result.
You're about to play for a 0-0.
If you ask me what my prediction is,
oh yeah, true, Nikki. That is true.
1 second. George. Let's go back to the conversation we were having. You were asking what is my attack capable of? Last season, we finished with the second most goals. So don't act like we don't score goals also.
There's no Odegaard. You haven't got the same attack.
1 second. Once again, stop with the fake context. Because for City, you have context. Let me give you some context. We went to City away. One second. This season, we went to Tottenham away. We went to Aston Villa away. We played 10 men. We went 10 men Brighton at home, and we beat Wolves. So from the 4 games that we played so far this season, you want me to score more than 6 goals versus you away, Aston Villa away, a 10-man team, and Wolves. Is that
you're doing the stats thing again? Brother. You're just doing the stats thing. Your context means
it's not stats. We played 4 games.
No. You're bringing up a stat. You keep saying you've scored the second most goals last season. No one cares because Odegaard's not playing today.
Bro,
so stop.
Forget about last season. Forget about last season. You said this season.
And the players that are going to play today. Egal, you stop for a second now. Egal, because you keep going on tangents about nothing that mean absolutely nothing, bro. Talk about the players that are going to play today. Tell me what Saka's going to do.
Stop changing the fucking topic. Get back on topic. Get back on topic, brother.
You're talking about rubbish.
Get back on topic. You said Arsenal this season haven't scored goals. We went to your ground. We put a goal past you. We went to Aston Villa.
When did we say this? You're just talking to yourself, Egal. You're talking to yourself.
Wallahi, brother, I am done. Give me 1 minute and I'm done. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute and I'm done. Wallahi, I will never speak again. If you don't get what I'm saying after this 1 minute, I will never speak again. I'll shut my mouth for the rest of the stream. I promise you. This is all I'm asking. If you're going to say, Egal, you've only scored 6 goals so far this season, why? My answer to you is,
I never said that.
I never said that. Let me finish. If you're going to question Arsenal's attack,
stop saying if I said that, but I never said that.
Brother, if I'm gonna get a goddamn minute, I'll stop right there.
No, but just make sure you're saying that I didn't say that. Stop saying I've said it.
Let me finish. I beg you.
I said it, bro. Stop saying because I didn't say it. You're making I'm letting him finish. He can't say that I've said this because it's not a point.
Okay. I never said it. If anybody on the stream is gonna question our attack, let me say to you one thing. We've gone to Aston Villa away. We've gone to Tottenham away. And we played it with 10 men versus Brighton. And outside of those 3 games, the other game that we played was against Wolves. We've only had 4 games this season, and we're already talking about how many goals you've scored in 4 games. Now, let's be real. 6 goals in 4 games is not ridiculously low. Now, comparing that to Man City, it is. But guys, let's have context here. If we're going to have context for one side, please have context for the other. Odegaard got injured. We've only played 2 games without him. Of course, we have to adjust. We haven't even had time. We haven't even had training together between games. There's been 1 day off between games. So let's not act like they've had enough time to even figure out what they're going to do. So overall, you guys are going to question our attack. You're going to question how we're going to play without Odegaard. These are valid points. But have this context.
Great soliloquy. Now it's time for me to come in. This is the issue, guy. Yeah. When is your club? You love context. I'm hearing training. I'm hearing injuries. Keep the same energy. You need to keep the same energy. Arsenal's attack is crap. Stop defending it. It's crap. If Saka don't turn up, who scores? It's rhetorical. It's rhetorical. He's got goals and assists every single game this season. Stop defending mediocrity. It stinks. Your attack is good. Your midfield is average. And what's good? Your defense is good, sorry. Your midfield is okay. And your attack is poor. Just call it a buck. You don't trust Martinelli. You don't trust Havertz. And guess what, Egal? Injuries happen. So why are you telling Spurs and Chelsea fans, who were the first and second most injuries last season, and Man United, by the way, third most, about injuries to Odegaard? Get with the program, bro. It's football. Deal with it. Secondly, it's your manager.
I agree. You have to deal with
injuries. Let me finish. I'll let you finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Secondly, it's your manager who got rid of Vieira's, Smith-Rowe's, all these players alike, even though I don't rate him, and didn't replace them because you trust your squad. Now it's time to trust your squad, bro. I don't hear no excuses about this player's out.
Why can't I get this kind of respect when I'm speaking?
The bottom line is, I don't trust your attack, like George is saying, to be clinical in games. The issue with Chelsea, you can't keep comparing to Chelsea.
1 second, we're not talking about Chelsea though. Let's move on.
One second, yeah. I don't trust Arsenal this season. That's what Arsenal this season. I don't trust your defense to stay defensive the whole game so that your attack could be clinical. Because I don't think your attack is that clinical. If Saka don't perform, I don't see who else steps up. Trossard did it last season, but he's a bench player. Him starting ain't it. Martinelli stinks, and Havertz, boy, that guy's a flipping donkey.
Okay.
So the thing is, you could disagree with all you want, but the stats, you love stats, right? Go look at the stats.
Gabriel had the second most goals last season.
Martinelli hasn't scored in 17 games.
One second. We had the second most goals last season, so our attack clearly doesn't stink.
Talking about this season, though. Talking about this season.
The only reason why I mentioned Odegaard was because people were questioning our last 2 performances, and obviously, when after you get an injury, there's going to be a little bit of time where you need to try to figure out how you're going to tweak things, and that's why I mentioned it. I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I've been saying all season you have to get on with it with injuries. Nobody's missing Fabio Vieira or ESR at this moment in time. I'm happy for ESR scoring goals for Fulham. It's a lot easier to score goals for Fulham than it is for Arsenal, Man City, Manchester United, Spurs, or Chelsea. Let's keep it a buck. And then finally, you're a Chelsea fan sitting here trying to talk. You're a Chelsea fan sitting here trying to talk down to me. But the reality is, what I've been doing for the last year and a half, I've been showing you that this team has massively been up there. And you're
Arsenal fans gave me in the chat. I'm not talking shit, bro. Look at the chat,
bro. I agree with some things. I agree with some things. 1 second. I agree with some things, but you're being obtuse and you're being dishonest intentionally to try to trigger people.
Okay, which part? What part was I obtuse about?
1 second. To say our attack is crap.
It is crap.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Cool. Kaz. Let me ask you a question. Kaz. Who of Arsenal attackers would you take?
I'll take Saka, and I'll take Trossard.
George. We all know Tottenham's attack is not great, not clinical. Who of Arsenal's attack are you taking?
Saka, Trossard, man.
Max?
I'm not starting, but I'm just taking my team. I take Saka to start.
For context,
one second.
For context, they have 1 second. I'm not done. Don't interrupt me. I'm not done. For context, they have 6 attackers.
Well, I'll take Saka and play my left back.
Maybe 2. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. Not 2. Maybe 2. Saka.
Okay, but then how many defenders would you take? The whole reason why we're
talking about the defense, bro. We know that's all you.
1 second, bro. This is
Egal. Do you know what the problem with what you're saying is?
No, but this is my main
point. Can I just make a very quick
You guys are sitting here calling my attack crap, and I'm telling you guys, and then you're surprised. 1 second.
No,
You're calling our attack crap. You don't think Mikel Arteta knows our attack is weaker than City's? That's why we're going there to defend.
So, Egal, can I make a point really quick? Can I make a point? So what I was gonna say is the point you keep leaning on your defense is cool. We get your point. Your defense is good. It's one of the better defenses in the league. Cool. We all get your point. No one disputes that. We all agree on that. But the aim of the game and the aim of football is we all watch the game is to score more goals than your opponents, just like it is in basketball.
And how do you do
just like
that?
it is in any sport. Is you have wait, just stop, please. Very quick point. You have to score more goals than your opponent. If we look at the game today and you keep saying you're going to lean on your defense, and I look at the Atlanta game, I look at the Brighton game, I look at the Tottenham game, I look at the Villa game, and every one of those games you had to lean on your defense because you was outclassed. You won some of those games and you got results out of some of those games, but when we talk about the actual possessional point of the performance, you're outclassed. But some of those can let me finish. Some of those opponents didn't have good enough players to be able to, execute the attacks that the managers set them up to perform. Because let's be honest here, Aston Villa, Unai Emery had a very good tactical performance that game. They should have won, but they didn't. Their players didn't finish. Again, I look at Ange and say, we set up to win, but our players were not good enough to finish their dinner, so Arsenal won. I look at Atlanta, I say, Atlanta, they set up to win. Their manager set up and played them very well at their home ground, and they should have won the game. But again, Man City, we will not have that problem because Pep is a very good manager. And when they set up to win with good players like Savinho, Doku, Haaland, Foden, De Bruyne, Silva, Grealish, do you want me to keep carrying on? That's half of the players on the pitch.
Name their defense.
Players are creators and half of these
Bro, wait, forget the defense.
We spent the whole majority of the show. I'm sorry, George. Are you done?
Go.
Can I intervene?
1 second. George, are you done?
Go.
Okay, simply put, you spent the whole time talking about Arsenal's attack. The reason why we're going there to defend is because City's defense has been vulnerable. City's defense this season has been vulnerable. Are we not going to mention the fact that City conceded to Ipswich? Are we not going to mention the fact that City conceded to West Ham? Are we not going to talk about the fact that City conceded to Brentford? Are we not going to talk about the fact that City
scored more than 1 goal against us?
One second. In 4 games, City conceded 1 goal in each game. Now, look at it from the perspective. 1 second. Look at it from the perspective that we know our game plan going into this game, we cannot outscore City in a shootout. So if we are going to go away to City's ground, which they have not lost a game in 2 years, why are we going to go into a shootout with a team that have better shooters than us? Simply put, we're going to go into that place and we're going to defend for our life, and knowing that if we do get an opportunity to score, which they are vulnerable defensively, we have a better chance to win. So with that game plan, you have a better opportunity to win. Simple.
Time to intervene now.
Stretch.
First and foremost, facts on facts. City haven't conceded in 4 games.
They've conceded 3 goals in 4 games. Each game conceded 1.
So that's 3 games. So that's 3 games.
In 3 games, they conceded 1 goal.
Yeah.
How many? Was
the difference is one was an own goal against West Ham. The other 2, both of them actually attacked City.
Why is there always context for City?
By the way, because I said let me intervene, bro. Yeah, I hear that you're passionate. You're rattled a little bit. I'd be in the same boat if it's United and they were talking about madness.
I'm not rattled, bro. I'm trying to give you guys context for Arsenal. You don't want to hear
I'm about to give context to these because they think the form of attack is literally just your attack. Last time I checked, set pieces is a form of attack. Last time I checked, if you want to count it from in play, where it's like on the field or from a corner, it's still a form of attack. The gal's right. They're not going to go there and dominate the game. They ain't got the players to do it. You're on mute, by the way, Ches. And also, defense is also a form of attack as well. So, bro, I'm not going to lie. If I had my main midfielder out and maybe the other one, like, I ain't got enough substitution, I'm probably going to go there and say,
I agree with you, but I don't think anybody here said that Arsenal need to attack. But I never said, okay, Cass, when you say defense,
once again, he did.
I don't know if George or Mike said it.
1 second, before you came, he did. He definitely did. Ches, you were here.
Fair enough. They're going to score then, innit?
He came here and said, "You need to show what you can do."
You're getting abundance, bro.
Gal, I've been silent because I just let you lot just run your. I like it when streams and I don't have to talk in it. But for me, I'm probably in your boat, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think you win this game. I think you can get a draw. More likely, I'd put the percentages on Man City winning 100%. I just think they're gonna have more, especially for what I saw against Tottenham and Villa. There were chances that did pop up where I think City would be more ruthless. We talk about flanks, but we talk about the guy that invades the space. The best space is the best as a midfielder, which is Gundogan. As well, which is going to be another element that we haven't really found. But I do believe you need to soak up pressure and break on them, and break better than you did against Tottenham. Not because it was too slow and getting up that pitch was way too long. I think you need to trust your maybe Arteta needs to trust his defenders a little bit more, midfielders to get over. But you ain't got the two in the pivot. Well, actually, Declan Rice will play probably as well, so he'd be I'd probably have Rice a little bit more defensive like last time, doing all the leg work, but getting up the pitches where I look at is they got no choice. Otherwise, they're probably going to get popped. They don't have a choice.
I just have to say, yeah, I do not fear Arsenal in transition, bro. I'm just going to be honest. Like on the counter, I'm not scared at all, bro. And if it's Saka, that's the only man we have to watch out for. But I'm just saying, I think today Pep's going to go for an early goal before they can settle and get into their house, close all the doors, bro. Before they can park the bus, get an early goal. And if that does happen, what are they going to do, bro? Because your game plan's out of the window.
Remember when Chelsea did it? When Chelsea had it with Sterling, if Sterling didn't mess up so much and Poch didn't mess up those subs in like the 70th minute, Chelsea would have won the game out of Etihad. You would have won the game.
I do think that you're gonna have to watch that.
What was the score?
Mike, you can't be so confident about your defense as well, because we have to be honest here. Your defense has been leaky at times. Been open to attack, especially on that right hand side. Yeah, if Walker starts, Trossard and his movement and the runs that he makes is going to cause danger. And if they can find Trossard free, I think he's going to be roaming free on that left-hand side.
And if you want to use Chelsea's game as an example to back up George's point, we should have scored in that game. If you played us now, we've had a bit of form.
Jackson, innit?
I think we get a draw winning against you, man. I'm not even joking.
Right. I agree with you 100%.
Because, Matt, I'll be real. The way you won that game wasn't like...
I don't know about that one.
We didn't... Because the thing is that in the Chelsea game, we didn't sit back at all. We didn't soak up pressure. It was a case where they had Haaland and we didn't. That was the only opportunity. Obviously, just
and this is the same thing that I'm saying. This is why you're right, yeah?
But Arsenal, Max, what I would say is Arsenal should follow... No, I don't think Arsenal should do the same thing because they don't have the same... Like, their defense is better than ours, so they can lean more on that. My thing is that I don't think their attack is as good as ours to hit you man on the counter attack. That's what
I think having Sterling.
That's what I'm saying.
I think if they have Sterling, Saka, and Jesus, not Havertz, I think they have a good chance. I think Jesus needs the game.
If Sterling plays, and maybe
Martinelli can't play. Martinelli can't be playing. Egal, bro. If you hit them with a 1-0 from a Gabriel header, I'll praise Arteta. No joke.
Yeah, that's
obviously look at the scumbaggery. No, it's not happening, bro. You think you're getting a clean sheet, bro?
No, but
we are getting a clean sheet.
I think Inter Milan showed you can play in moments, though. Inter Milan showed you can play in moments.
You know, if Erling Haaland doesn't score, I don't think anyone else is scoring.
I think we can still. I think Rodri can do a little long shot, bro. Doku cut inside.
Oh, you're depending on your defensive midfielder to score.
What will happen, bro? Wait, you're depending on your centre back to score ahead, bro. Come on, don't do that, bro. Don't play
you're criticizing. You're criticizing us. You're criticizing us. And
saying rightfully what I don't get is Egal. There's a difference between criticizing and pointing out weakness. We just pointed out weakness in your team and how you're going to struggle when coming up against City. The same way we just pointed out City's weakness in their defense, their attack, who Haaland not turned up against City. We've done it both ways. So you keep saying we're being biased and we're getting onto Arsenal. We're doing the exact same to City. It's not criticizing, bro. It's pointing it out.
Both teams are going to go into the game. I said this from the beginning, though. Both teams are going to go into this game knowing that it's going to be defense versus attack. And they're going to have to see if their attack can outdo our defense, and we're going to see if our defense can neutralize their attack. And simply put, it's not going to be the most entertaining games, because when you have two people who are opposites, and when they go, you're going to see a situation where they're going to both end up having a neutral performance potentially. This could be a situation where we see either a neutral performance or one of the managers making a tactical tweak. Everyone's still going to give the edge to City because they've won the trophies. They have Pep, they have Erling Haaland, they have Rodri, they have Foden, they have all these guys. But don't disregard Arsenal and think that just because we're leaning on our defense, it doesn't mean we have patterns of play to be able to get to City's goal. it doesn't mean that we have ways to attack them. We're not necessarily just going to say, hey, City, come, let's go.
I give you a go, but the thing is that this season, Arsenal haven't shown a lot of good attacking.
It's been 4 games.
No, what I'm saying, 5 games is enough for us to see at least something. Like
not
2
necessarily.
games. No, for me, 100% for me. It doesn't take me 10 games to see if Arsenal attack is firing or not. Your attack hasn't been that good this season.
It does, because City.
It doesn't, bro.
City looks shit usually in the first 4 games of the season.
No, but that's when
City
look crap, we call it out and we say they look crap. We don't wait till game week 25.
Come on, you're lying. 4 games.
What do you mean?
Everyone enough.
Every single season.
4 games is not. 1 second. 4 games is not enough.
You finish what I'm saying?
The level of the competition also has to be spoken about. Atlanta,
let me finish what I'm saying.
These teams that we're going away to are no mugs.
No, Egal, let me finish what I'm saying. It doesn't take anybody with eyes.
If this was Chelsea, you would say
one second, Egal. We're above in the league. Let me speak. It doesn't take. It doesn't take. Yeah.
Wallahi, you're hilarious. Wallahi, you're hilarious.
No, Ches
way did he do that?
Guy, bro. He's a nasty guy, bro.
I'm just saying, guys.
Have some shame, wallahi.
I'm just saying. I'm a bit delayed.
Have some shame.
But what I'm saying, it doesn't take anybody to see Spurs weren't playing good during the season. We don't need to wait till game week 10.
Spurs won their first 10 games. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about this season, bro. This season. It doesn't take us 10 games to see United need to improve their attacking form. We don't need to see 10 games.
That's what
I'm saying.
It takes 4 games to see that.
If your first 4 games were Tottenham away, Aston Villa away, and friggin' a team where you've got down to 10 men, you would not be saying this.
You do realize we drew one and beat one of the other ones last season, so I'm not worried about them two at all.
I'm not talking about last season because clearly you're not.
But I'm not.
Why are you mentioning? 1 second, everyone. I got him. You see that?
George,
you see that?
Have I not beat you 3 times?
You see what he just did? Do you guys?
What we doing?
George. What do you call it? Kaz.
Why are you getting back in dances, man?
You see what he just did? I mentioned one Chelsea criticism. You know what he said? Look at last season.
We know. You know what? You're right.
Your points are invalid. Ches, you're here to banter.
Chestnut likes to say a lot of things, man. But when it bites back at him, it's a beautiful scene because you know what? This guy runs off his fucking gums on the WhatsApp chat. And you know what? Sometimes it's like, I just got to put down my phone, innit? Gotta put down my phone. Ches is a bad guy. So is George. They're both the same people. I'm not even gonna lie. You two are the same. You two are the same. When you've got Ches to say when a rival loses, you're dangerous. You and Ches are disgusting. And then you got Don like a backup dancer in the background. I told you so. I've been telling you, man. It's just like, just put down your phone. There's no point no more.
I told you so, man.
Yeah.
Every minute.
We got Don, by the way, man.
you know, it's funny how Ches in 2 sentences can get himself into an argument and then lose it by saying his own statement against him.
I know Ches is upset that no one's spoken about his performance yesterday. That's what it is, man. Ches just hurt. No one.
George, you need to focus on your own, G. You need to focus on your own club. Don't worry about mine.
Yeah. All right, let me run these. Twinny says, George, get off your knees, bro.
I was at your game yesterday. I saw it.
Say that.
Off my knees for who?
I don't know. He said, just get off your knees. Dan, big up Dan, by the way, long-term subscriber of Never a Foul. He says, Egal, if your manager didn't fit good teams away, he'd sit up and play your football, not this 10 at the back shit, just like you did versus Atalanta.
No. That's not true. Based on what everyone in the chat, based on what everyone here is telling us, my manager sees that our attack is as bad as they say it is. So we're playing with our defense.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Then we need predictions, and we need to know what way it is, how it is, and if you're going to say a win. All right, Mike, you're saying 2-1. Who's scoring?
3-1. 3-1.
I'm saying
Haaland brace. Yeah. I just think mentally Arsenal have shown over the years that they can't be trusted, bro. So I think once 2 get leaked, 3's inbound. They might score first, bro. This usually happens.
Somebody clip this. Send it to me on Twitter, please.
No, I'm just saying, like, we might concede first.
I'll send you. Give me your email. I'll send this part to you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you might score, but I think we'll outscore them 3-1. And also, when we do win this game, my secret invincible shouts in my head are gonna get louder, bro. I'm just saying, bro. In my own mind, innit? Like, undefeated so far.
What are you saying, Egal? Since you're the team that's away.
Oh, undefeated so far also. And we're going to go away to City and we're not losing. We're not losing. We're coming there. We're setting up defensively. It's not going to be a shootout. You're not going to see this 3-2, 4-1s, all this bullshit. None of that anymore. It's going to be a defensive battle versus a team that's going to try to break us down for 90 minutes. They're not going to be able to. We're going to nick it. And I think we could potentially come out of there with a 1-0 victory.
Man said 4-1, you know. Oh, no,
don't be surprised, bro. Don't be surprised. I'm telling you, everyone knows.
George.
I can't even lie. As much as I think that I want it to be a good game and I want them to be loads of goals and stuff, I got a feeling it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I think it's going to be a really shit game. I think it's just going to be one goal and then someone's going to score a goal and it's going to be really dull. So, yeah, I'm going to go a draw.
Fair.
What are you saying, Jez?
Yeah, funny enough, I predicted on my TikTok, I said 0-0. I don't think Man City will score, not because I don't think they're good enough to, but I think Arsenal's defence is solid. I don't see an Arsenal's team as it stands, other than a set piece. Who else is going to be clinical enough to score on the counter-attack? I don't think Arsenal will attack this game. I think they'll look to do last year's tactics, a bit more advanced with better defenders, Timber coming in, Café off the bench. So, for me, Jordan's result could easily come out on top, but either way, the draw. I think they'll draw 1-1 or 0-0, somewhere 0-0.
I'm going to go 2-0 Man City. I don't think Arsenal's defence is three goals worthy, but I think it can be 2 goals worthy. But I'm going to go with a 2-0. I don't really believe in your attack. Would I like an Arsenal win? Yeah, I probably would over City. Their arrogance pisses me off. The guy sitting there pisses me off. Even if they lost, they wouldn't care that much. I'll be honest. That's the annoying part. But, you know, I do think you lose if we're being realistic. By the way, people, quick time. If you don't know, you can click it right here. We've got TikTok and we've got Hooks, and Hooks will be here with Daps within the next couple hours doing a watch along. So if you see this, make sure you click on that. So we've got Hooks and Daps. Hooks has been running his mouth, says Sunday roast. And then we got Daps, who's obviously confident. So yeah, it should be good. Make sure you click on that. We've also got TikTok. Just type in Never a Foul, you'll find it. So we're gonna have a lot of clips. Egal, you just gave me about 2 or 3 clips today for Sean to go and edit up. So thank you for that one. And yeah, and later on,
if Arsenal do lose, it'd be very interesting how the Arsenal fans will spin it, though. That's what I would say.
How are they going to respond, Jez, man?
Because what are they actually going to say if they lose? Because apparently the defense is very good. The attack is not as bad as we make out. The midfield is only missing 1 player, so be interesting. I don't think we'll lose Arsenal.
Only 1 player.
I would love to hear the excuses after the game. I'd just love to hear it.
Chez, I don't know, why do you choose to be like, you do this intentionally? You say things that are not true just to try to piss people off.
What did I say that's not true?
You're missing only 1 midfielder.
Wait, I'm missing something.
Look at that massive grin on his face, man. You don't believe in yourself, Chez, man.
Who are Arsenal missing?
Moreno's also hasn't kicked the ball.
He hasn't touched the ball for Arsenal, so how can you count him as a midfielder you're missing?
Because we need him. Literally.
How do you know you need him if you haven't seen him play?
Improve the team.
How do you know you missed him if you haven't seen him play for your team? That makes no sense.
He's better than friggin' some of the he's better than kids on the bench, bro.
Hey, we'll see. I don't think Arsenal will lose, by the way. So
one second. How did you know you were missing Nkunku when he was out? You kept mentioning Nkunku.
He's played for us before.
No, he didn't. Before he played for you, you constantly mentioned
he played in pre-season, so I thought he was about.
Bro, 1 second. Last year, we spoke a lot. And
he played in pre-season.
Many times throughout the year, you mentioned Nkunku. So keep the same energy, bro. That's all I ask.
He played in pre-season, so I saw him and I wanted to play.
He played in pre-season last year.
Yes.
And then he got injured. So
yes,
we're counting pre-season.
So I've actually seen him
play pre-season now. Bro, we're counting pre-season. Ethan played in pre-season. Does that mean I know what he's going to do in a Premier League match?
Why are we talking about attack?
You know what? We're going around in circles. Bro, I've got to do a madness. So, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you follow up the TikTok right there. Big up to everyone. Look, go follow them. You can put their names in the tags as well. Go find them. If you want to know where Chez is, George, Mike's, or Egal, it's right there. Subscribe to Never a Foul. If you ain't like the video on the way out, then you're a bit of a mug, innit? But other than that, man, yeah. Hopefully we don't have a draw. Anything but a draw in it. That's what I'm asking for personally, in it. Anything. In a bit.